Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Horned Frogs will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Coles. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. They go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
The Bulldogs really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Using the quick game. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignment. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He leaves it with his back. And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a first down on the ground.
And you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is running the football, physical running backs. That's what Georgia does.
The Dogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. They will score. Touchdown Bulldogs.
That is how you get your playmaking wide receiver in the game early. First series, they scripted this. They want to get him the football. They get him the football, and he does the rest. Gets the big touchdown on the opening drive of the game.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. An 84-yard drive there. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bannon. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking downfield, it's Algier. Makes the grab. How about that weight room work? He's showing off there as he gets across the 20. They'll mark it at the 22. The Horned Frogs will hustle to the line. Back to pass on second down. Grabs it in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice game. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. He makes a catch.
Yeah, I tell you what, these big-bodied tight ends that can catch the football in the corner routes, it doesn't have to be a perfect throw. Usually you got littler guys, it's hard. You got to put the ball more on the money, but this big dude can just go up and get it. You just throw it near the sidelines, he'll do the rest.
On target to the left. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them, because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. If you can't throw it late, it's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. With jet sweep pass. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. Byers on the move. He's got an open man. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that...
Got enough space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
I know everybody drew that one up, right? Like, oh, they're going to run an option, and they're going to pitch it to the big fella at tight end and let him take it in for a touchdown. Nice creativity by this offense. Caught the defense off guard, and the big fella does the rest and punches it in for a rushing touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Coles. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll start this drive going to the air. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
High the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Good timing on the quick out. He makes it up to the 20-yard line before going out of bounds.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to throw on third down. Snagged in the middle. It's Morton. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Running back searching for a hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Throws to the back. It's complete on the right side. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot, it takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia over the last several seasons.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit. Let's keep going.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Morton. Gets away from one. He's got space. Touchdown, Georgia! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field, and you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, big update in a top 5 game today. Auburn is down, but they are not out of it. Not in Jordan-Hare, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. They're trailing by just 4 to Tennessee. We'll parachute back into your game, fellas, if anything changes in this heavyweight battle.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Finds the tight end. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
That's caught. It's Bannon. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds. All right, guys, let's think a little bit about big picture TCU. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number 1 on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme. And sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough. So got to continue to play well within the conference.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
Looking for a man. It's Algier. Grab near the sticks. It's Bannon. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him, got him on the ground too quick.
Wants to fire on second down. Makes the catch. No chance to run, but still a good game. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold them here on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Throws to the wideout. And they can't make the connection on third down.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
And the Horned Frogs need to pick it up on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going to try to get it himself. They bring him down. Not before he gets just enough to move the chains.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. And he was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Dances away to buy time. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
Motion from the wideout. To the air. It's Algier. This time he's got his man. They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be third down.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And the Horned Frogs come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
So many offenses do this, right? They run the jet sweep. This defense was more than ready. They see it all the time. They got the penetration. That play had no chance to be successful.
After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Off play action. Under fire. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Flowers. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Fires to the wideout. With the catch, it's Allison. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. And receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads it left. It's caught. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. Oh, the attempt is no good, and the margin remains at 7 after the miss. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Back to throw, it's Algier. He lets one fly deep. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Bannon. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
They believe they can run right here. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Horned Frogs come to the line in the hurry-up. The give to the tailback. He'll push his way out to the 38, pick up a 3. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, you get the incompletion there on third down. You've still got a half of football basically to play. Do you trust your defense down one possession to get it back to give you a shot? If you don't, you've got to stay out there and you've got to go for this, and you've got to dial up your best play to stay on the field.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. He'll pull it down and run. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
It just must be so nice to be such a good athlete and to realize fourth down, I want to pass the football, nobody open, I got this. I can take off, I trust myself, and he gets the first down. And these are the ones that just frustrate, annoy defenses by fourth down on your own side of the field, and he just took matters into his own hands.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath. And
the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
Hauls it in. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. They just keep firing. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big line explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time they let him get out of bounds.
Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Third down. Red zone play. Crowd alive. Wants to throw. It's Algier. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Another incompletion on third down.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Fourth down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the end zone. He makes a grab, and he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on fourth down. You're in the third quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. You just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, TCU. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Starts a drive trying to go up top. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Grab near the marker. It's Morton. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Fired in there, but incomplete. And the Dogs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Oh, they're after him. Caught over the middle. It's Flowers. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
Well, that's why this guy's one of the best receivers in the country. Even when he's double covered, he's open. He's able to make the catch and get the 1st down.
Georgia going back to work with another 1st down. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over. And right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that 1st.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Gets rid of it. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
You know, these throws to the perimeter of the field can be so tricky for a quarterback. You've got to be pinpoint accurate and have great timing. You didn't see it there from the QB.
Got a good one going here. All tied up into 3rd. It's 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Makes the grab. It's Allison. Good, solid pick up there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time.
Turning it on! Nice pick up on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
They'll run it. It's Wicks. And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the 3rd. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Morton. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And the offense is so close to the go-ahead score, they can smell it here in the 4th quarter. They're going to run it. Touchdown, Dogs! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze, see what you hit what you see, bring your feet. Yeah, none of that happened.
Yeah, those are all great things to keep in mind, but you're also trying to tackle another grown man against his will and get him on the ground. And by the way, he wasn't having it.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Bannon. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They're in the a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. He's stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass, it's Algier. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after the bringing noise on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to buy time. Goes out of bounds at the 25, and that's the way to get it out of your own end.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that just does that, man. Just effortlessly picks up chunks of yards and then smartly gets out of bounds. But this whole offense, man, everybody's a threat. Anybody can take the football and make big plays. And when you got a quarterback with that much athletic ability, it's an absolute nightmare for defenses.
Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory, and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Got it into the red zone, drag down at the 18-yard line.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
And how about this offense running the football when you know it's going to be a run? Being the more physical squad. And this defense, man, trailing in this football game, still got those 3 timeouts, but they've got to get a stop. They've got to make a stand and start burning those timeouts.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in this situation, it's interesting.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
That is a big man in the middle of this 3-4 defense. Over 300 pounds. Look at him just completely cave in the center, right back into the QB.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Quickly complete.
How about this defense? They needed to come up with a big stop, and they did. Great job trailing late in this football game, probably forcing the punt here, and a chance to set up your offense with great field position, and they need a score.
Between the uprights, it's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
Coming out with it, it's Bannon. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass, it's Algier. Got his man quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Horned Frogs headed quickly to the line.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their...
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. He caught it. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown!
things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. And how about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you could tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. From the 25-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The give and tick, 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 tick. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Give to the running back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And after that completion, it's decision time now for the head coach. Do you kick a field goal, add to your lead, and make it more difficult on the opposing offense, or do you trust your quarterback to make one more big completion here and ice the game?
Georgia looking to convert this 4th down. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Splits the uprights. Good. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the 4th. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Through the air, it's Algier. He'll try to do it himself. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Wants to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Unloads to the wideout. Finds space on the right. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player. And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Man, this late in the game, it's go time. I got to have a score. I'm not worried about downs. I'm going through my 2-minute script. We know what's coming. We practiced this all week. It's second down, incomplete pass, go to third down. If we need to go for it on fourth down, this offense just has to keep that high energy up and try to run these plays fast.
And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. A 6-point game getting very deep in the fourth quarter, and the offense desperately needing to convert this fourth down. Trying to beat the D deep. Intercepted to stop the threat. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. And that pick will seal the game as the clock strikes 0. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports.